I don't have a watermelon to smash, but I do, however, have this. I have something even better than watermelon. Watermelon flavored gum. Yeah, you know how Chastain always like smashes watermelon after the race that he wins? Well, we're going to do that, but with watermelon gum. Ready? 1, 2.
Woo! Yeah!
You may be sitting there on your iPod phone, iPod pad, or your iPod computer wondering, why the heck did that dude just throw a pack of gum onto the floor? Actually, you're not, because Ross Chastain has done it. He has gotten a full-time Cup Series ride. He's going to be driving for the Chip Ganassi Racing 42. So Chip Ganassi Racing is who he's racing for. Ross Chastain, I remember at the beginning of the year, he drove the 6 car for Ryan Newman. Remember, Ryan Newman was injured at the beginning of the year after a bad crash at Daytona. He subbed for Ryan Newman for those 3 races because then the big Rona happened. And he was going to be in the 6, however long Newman needed to recover. And then Kyle Larson said a no word, and he got fired. And everyone thought that after that, Newman's going to be back. Chastain to the 42, and then out of nowhere, Matt Kenseth was in the 42, and we were all like, where did that come from? Why not Chastain? And now it's finally happening. Ross Chastain will be driving the 42 car next year, and I don't know how long in the future, but at least next year. Ross Chastain was announced this morning as the driver of the number 42, currently driven by Matt Kenseth. Remember, took over after Kyle Larson said a racial slur. And Chastain, I remember back, I guess it was during the offseason after Jimmy announced his retirement. My guess was that Larson to the 48, Chastain to the 42, because he had a prior connection with Chip Ganassi Racing. Half that's right so far. And it's probably going to stay that way. But, half of it, that's not bad, I guess. But obviously, Chastain has a couple years of experience in the Xfinity Series, has some experience in the Truck Series. He does have a lot of experience in the Cup Series as well, but it hasn't been for good teams. It's been for like Premium Motorsports and other not-so-great teams. He's running a 77 car provided by Chip Ganassi Racing once, or it was funded by Chip Ganassi Racing, but he's never been in other than the Ryan Newman substitution, he's never been in a big-time Cup Series car that was built for him. So this is a big opportunity for him. And you may be wondering, what? He hasn't won in the Xfinity Series this year. Well, here's the thing. That is true, but here's my argument for him. Ross Chastain is a very talented driver. He's an aggressive driver, but he's a talented one. He can be a little reckless, but he's still young. He's still learning, okay? He's 27 years old. He's got some time to learn. This is a big opportunity for him. We've seen him last year in the Truck Series, 3 wins, second place in the championship. This year in the Xfinity Series, he may not have a win, but he's finished top 10 in 23 out of the 26 races, 13 top 5s as well. And if you remember back when he went to drive for Chip Ganassi Racing, back when they had an Xfinity Series team before the whole DC Solar Federal raid thing, he won. He won a couple times, I think. And when he didn't win, he dominated the race, swept the stages, got wrecked by Kevin Harvick, but he's shown that when he's given good equipment, he can run well. He can run the top 5. He can run the top 10. Heck, he can win races. Obviously, he's still competing for an Xfinity championship right now. He's currently with Colleague Racing, another Chevrolet team. And next year, he's going to move up to Cup. But as I said, I think that experience really pays off for him. The relationship with Chip Ganassi Racing was already there, so I'm sure that played a major factor. They were probably already looking at him if before the whole Larson deal. Just in case Larson did move on to go to the 48, to go to a different team. They were thinking, hey, we need someone else in the car if Kyle Larson does leave. Why not look at Ross Chastain? He's young. He's talented. He's had experience in our cars before. He's won. He's been competitive. So I think they looked at him and they said, that's a really good candidate. So I think that's a good choice for Chip Ganassi Racing. Ross Chastain, very likable guy. Obviously a very aggressive racer. He has caused some incidents in the past on the track, been in part of some wrecks. He is a very aggressive driver. I love an aggressive driver. I love his style of racing sometimes, but sometimes there is a little too much aggression there. But I'm really excited to see him in the Cup Series. I really am. I think he's well deserving of this ride. I think he deserves every bit of it. It'll be interesting to see though, and the thing is, it's definitely not the best car in the Cup Series. It's not even close. Not the best team, not the best equipment, but it's definitely not bad. And it's not even average. It's above average. We've seen this specific car and this team win races. Last year they won a race with Kyle Larson. They won a race with Kurt Busch. They've made the playoffs with multiple drivers: Kurt Busch, Kyle Larson, Jamie McMurray. So if I'm Ross Chastain, I'm feeling pretty good right now that I'm going to a competitive car that not only can just make the playoffs, but can compete for top 5s, top 10s, and even wins on a consistent basis. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Ross Chastain can do. I'm really excited for him. I think this is going to be a great. This has the potential to be a great pairing, in my opinion. Chastain, Chip Ganassi, they've been great together before. I think they have an opportunity to be great together again. I'm really happy for Chastain, as I said, but yeah. Chastain said, "I can't thank Chip enough for this opportunity. The faith he and the organization showed me back in 2018 was a real turning point in my career, and I am extremely happy for the chance to join the team again, especially with all the great guys they have on the 42 and to be able to team with a champion like Kurt Busch. Racing in the Cup Series with a serious contender has always been my goal, and I'm looking forward to joining what is a very strong team. I know I have my work cut out for me, but I'm ready to get to work and help bring more success to the organization." And I think that's another big thing, is that his teammates going to be Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch, now I would consider, he knows Chip Ganassi Racing. He's been there for a couple years now. He's raced their cars. He's made the playoffs. He's won a race. He knows Chip Ganassi Racing well. And I think that's going to be a big help to Chastain. You got Kurt Busch, a past champion who could potentially help Chastain out a ton. That's a great mentor to have. Any past champion that you can have as a mentor, I think, is a big deal for any driver, any young up-and-coming driver to have. So I think that's a big deal for Chastain. Chastain, as we know, already good, talented driver. But with the help from Kurt Busch, some advice from Kurt Busch, just within that organization, I think that could potentially be a really good pairing. Really good for Ross Chastain as he continues to move up the ladder. And if he can succeed at Chip Ganassi Racing and get himself a couple wins, maybe make a deep run in the playoffs, maybe he could get a different ride. Maybe he can move up again. Move to the likes of, a Joe Gibbs, Hendrick Motorsports, Stewart Haas Racing even. But yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see how he does in the 42 car next year. As I've said this multiple times, I'm really excited for him. I really like Ross Chastain. He's genuinely he just seems like a really good dude. He loves watermelon. Who doesn't love watermelon? As I said, he's a talented driver. We've seen him drive different types of cars. We've seen him drive the NAS trucks. We've seen him drive Xfinity cars, Cup cars, and he keeps that aggressive style all the time. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him. Hopefully he doesn't turn into like a Logano or a Stenhouse or anything. When I don't mean that in a negative way, but just from an aggressive standpoint, just that makes people mad and stuff. But I'm hoping that he has success. So yeah, thanks for watching this. If any other news comes out this week, then I will let you know. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, share, all of that stuff, and have a great rest of your day.